Welcome back to the Cosmic Comic Corner. Today we are going to talk about Kenshiro's journey through a post-apocalyptic world and his search for his one true love, Yuria. Maybe you have already seen a picture online where Guts from Berserk, Musashi from Vagabond and Thorfinn from Vinland Saga sit together at a table. But I think at least one of the characters we are going to discuss today should be at the table as well. Before we dive deeper, I want to give credit where credit is due. If you're like me, located within the European Union, but you love to read English issues of comics and manga, you know the constant struggle of importing those books. But there's a great place for you. Walt's Comic Shop. Located in Berlin, this retailer delivers all the books you could wish for. First orders above 40 euros receive free shipping with the code COSMICCOMICCORNER.
There's something for everyone.
This shop has definitely become my go-to address for everything related to comics and manga. That being said, let's continue with the video. Fist of the North Star, Hokuto No Ken, stands as a towering achievement in the world of manga. Celebrated for its stunning artwork, compelling narrative and cultural impact. Created by writer Bjorn Ronson and artist Tetsuo Hara, this manga began serialization in Weekly Shonen Jump 1983, and it became an instant classic right away. The story is set in a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by nuclear war, where society has collapsed and the strong prey on the weak. The tale follows the journey of Kenshiro, a successor of the deadly martial art Hokuto Shinken. He is recognizable by the 7 scars on his chest, arranged in the shape of the Big Dipper. He seeks to bring justice and protect the innocent. He also travels the wastelands to find his fiancée, Yuria, who was kidnapped by his rival, Shin, whose bad character traits come from being ill-advised. Throughout his journey, Kenshiro encounters various friends and foes. He often faces brutal and tyrannical warlords who oppress the survivors of the apocalypse. Using the Hokuto Shinken technique,
You're already dead,
which allows him to target and destroy his enemies' pressure points, Kenshiro fights to liberate the oppressed and restore some semblance of peace to the world. Key characters include Shin, Kenshiro's rival and the initial antagonist who kidnaps Yuria. Rao, Kenshiro's eldest brother and the most powerful practitioner of Hokuto Shinken. He seeks to conquer the world. Toki, Kenshiro's elder brother who uses his power to heal rather than kill. Yagi, he's another one of Kenshiro's brothers who is consumed by jealousy and hatred towards him. Rei, he's searching the wastelands for his sister and he also becomes one of Kenshiro's greatest allies. Shu, a master of Nanto Saiken. After having a vision of the future, he blinded himself to spare a young Kenshiro. Yuria, who was forced to become Shin's lover. But there's actually more to her story to be found in the manga. The story delves into themes of loyalty, sacrifice and the battle between good and evil. Kenshiro's journey is not just one of physical battles, but also a moral and philosophical quest, as he grapples with the heavy burden of his immense power and the responsibility that comes with it. There are quite a lot of manga out there that have been heavily inspired by Fist of the North Star and its characters. Well, in fact, there are so many examples out there that I'd just like to take a moment and mention at least a few of them. Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball series was heavily influenced by Fist of the North Star, especially in its depiction of intense battles and the muscular character design. The concept of powerful martial artists fighting to save the world is a common theme of both manga. Kentaro Miura's Berserk also draws inspiration from Fist of the North Star, particularly in its dark and post-apocalyptic themes. Hirohiko Araki's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series showcases characters with powerful abilities and a focus on intense strategic battles. The early parts of the series, particularly Phantom Blood and Battle Tendency, reflect the influence of Fist of the North Star in their martial arts elements and muscular character designs. Street Fighter. Although it has not started with a manga, the video game series Street Fighter by Capcom was also heavily inspired by Fist of the North Star. The game's characters such as Ryu and Ken and the martial arts techniques bear similarities to the fighting styles depicted in the manga. Tetsuo Hara's artwork is nothing short of extraordinary. His detailed and expressive character designs, combined with intense and vividly depicted action scenes, bring the post-apocalyptic world of this series to life. Hara's ability to convey raw emotion through his illustrations adds depth to the characters, making their struggles and triumphs resonate deeply with readers. The intricate depictions of martial arts techniques and the powerful visual storytelling are hallmarks of Hara's style, which has influenced many manga artists who followed. Bjornsson, the pen name of Yoshiyuki Okamura, crafted a storyline that combined elements of martial arts, science fiction, and a dystopian setting. His narrative, heavily inspired by action films and the burgeoning post-apocalyptic genre, set the stage for a gripping tale of survival and justice. Hara's meticulous attention to detail, from the musculature of the characters to the desolate landscapes they traverse, created a world that was both fantastical and eerily believable. Together, Bjornsson and Hara's synergy produced a manga that was greater than the sum of its parts, blending story and art into a seamless whole. My introduction to Fist of the North Star came through the 1986 animated film adaptation. The film, with its raw intensity and visceral action, left a lasting impression on me. The brutal elegance of the fight scenes and the hauntingly bleak atmosphere captivated me from the start. Yet, as powerful as the film was, it was only a glimpse into the expansive world of the manga. Discovering that Fist of the North Star was originally a manga opened up a whole new realm of appreciation for the series. The manga's narrative depth far surpassed what the film could convey in its limited runtime. The intricate character development, the slow build-up of the plot, and the detailed exploration of themes such as honor, vengeance, and survival were all elements that the film touched upon but could not fully explore. Reading the manga was a revelation. The artwork, more detailed and expressive than what could be achieved in animation, brought a new level of immersion. The episodic nature of the manga allowed for more complex storytelling and character arcs, providing a richer, more fulfilling experience. The movie from 1986, however, condenses this extensive narrative into a shorter format. In the manga, characters like Rei and Toki receive substantial backstory and development. Their relationships with Kenshiro are deeply explored, giving the story emotional depth. In the movie, these characters either have minimal roles or are omitted entirely, which simplifies the narrative but also strips away much of the emotional complexity found in the manga. This leads to a more straightforward but less detailed story that focuses primarily on the central conflict between Kenshiro, Shin, and Rao. Beside the 1986 film, there has also been a series of 152 episodes released from 1984 to 1988, which was closer to the original source material. In 1995, a real-life adaptation was created featuring Gary Daniels as the main protagonist Kenshiro. Between 2006 and 2008, several animated movie adaptations followed. Even though they were highly entertaining and much closer to the original storyline than the movie from 1986, none of these could successfully rebuild the experience the original manga created. Fist of the North Star is more than just an ordinary manga series. It's a testament to the power of visual storytelling. And if you read between the lines, it tells you a lot about the time it has been created in. The combined talents of Bjornsson and Tetsuo Hara created a work that transcends its genre, offering readers a visceral and emotional journey through a post-apocalyptic world. My personal journey from the 1986 film to the manga deepened my appreciation for the series, revealing the true extent of its narrative and artistic brilliance. For anyone seeking a manga that blends action, emotion, and masterful artwork, Fist of the North Star remains an unparalleled masterpiece. The manga is currently published by Viz, and it's the first time the story will get a full English release in physical form. The complete story will be told within 18 books, which release between 2021 and 2025. The edition is definitely of high quality and presents itself in a cool hardcover design. Now, today's question is, who is your favorite character out of this whole story? Let me know in the comments. See you next time.